I'm Neda Hybe, a product manager of Form Recognizer. In this session, we'll see why Form Recognizer, what is Form Recognizer, see some customer use cases, and what's new in Form. It's on. Turn up is over there. So turn up is over there. Is that okay now? No. Just a second.
Oh, yeah, it's facing.
Okay, can you hear now better? Perfect. So, hi everybody, I'm Neda. I'm the product manager of Form Recognizer, and today we're going to see why Form Recognizer, what is Form Recognizer. We'll have some customers sharing their story on how they're using Form Recognizer and what's new. So let's start with Form Recognizer is part of the Azure AI knowledge mining solution, where we want to mine our data and extract knowledge from our data. There's lots of various types of forms. So any organization has forms. There's medical form, tax form, invoices, authorization forms, educational form, bank forms, you name it, you probably have forms in your company. And forms comes in different structures. So you can have keys on the top. You can have tables and forms. You can have forms that look like this with bounding boxes around the keys and the values. You can have forms with high-density tables within them. You can have form with multiple tables within them. So there's tons of variety of different kind of forms. And what Form Recognizer is trying to do is to extract text, key value pairs, and data from your documents. And it is comprised of two parts. One part is custom, where you train it, and it's tailored to your forms. You bring your own forms. You train a model. That model is specific to your form, learns the data in your forms, and is built for your type of forms. The other part is pre-built. These are models that we train with millions and millions of documents for a specific topic. For our first pre-built that we released is for receipts. So let's start and drill down into the custom, where it's tailored for your form and trained for your form. And custom enables us, based that it's trained to your forms, it enables us to do any type of form. So you can do oil and gas drilling and completion reports to solve oil and gas issues. You can do invoices and train a model for invoices. You can do insurance government documents, W-2s, K-1s, various types of documents, financial bank documents, payment stubs, all the different types of documents. With custom, you can train it specifically to your form and your needs. And the input to Form Recognizer custom is very easy. It's 5 sample forms. You bring 5 sample forms to train a model, and the input you get, you bring 5 sample forms to train the model, the text and the tables, the text and the tables. So it's the text and the tables. So it will, I'm not touching anything, believe me. Yeah, but it's not, I'm not touching any button. So it will give, okay, don't move. It will give you, you'll bring a 5 sample forms, and it will train a model, learn what are the keys in these forms, learn what are the keys in these forms, and extract the data in a JSON output. So when you train with that, first thing you can do is you can train without labels. There's no human labeling required. It's especially useful if you have a lot of types. So if you have a lot of types, you don't want to do any human work, you can train with 5 sample forms. It's only a handful of forms that you need to bring, 5 from the same type, to get started with Form Recognizer. And let's see our first demo and how it works. So the first demo we're going to see is of commercial motor vehicles, where these are maintenance records where you go to the garage and they create what did they do with their car. And these are provided later on to insurance claim. These are later on, you need to put them in different systems. So these forms include the vehicle information and all kinds of work that was done on the vehicle. So with Form Recognizer, we need to bring 5 samples of those forms. So let's go and bring 5 samples of the forms. And let's call our scenario cars, for example. When we create a scenario, and this is a sample UX in our intelligent kiosk, what it's right now doing is it's going and calling our training API. And Form Recognizer, when it's training right now, is first of all identifying the type of the document. Then it's discovering what are the keys and what are the tables on the form. And then it's associating the values to the keys and the table entry to the tables. So let's see what happened with these 5 forms that we just provided. So you can see that Form Recognizer discovered vehicle make, the company vehicle number, the vehicle year, all the key value pairs that are here, the tire size, for example, and a nice table that you can see here. And this is a nice structure PDF that we train with. Let's see what happens when we bring another type of form. Same type, different content. So let's select now a form that we didn't train with that we want to analyze. And now what Form Recognizer is doing is calling the Analyze API, and it's extracting all the data based on the model that it already created. The data, and let's see what it did. And note that this form now, it's not anymore PDF, which is all printed. This is a handwritten, so somebody this time decided to fill it all in handwritten. And you can see the different colors, the different font types, and the different handwritten, because each time the maintenance was at a different date and somebody else filled it in. And you can see that even in this case, Form Recognizer, this is vehicle make, the company vehicle, the year, and even the table here with all its details was extracted. So you can see light change on 25th January. You can see the suspension check and all the details that were done from the forms extracted. And what you'll get as an output, because this is an API generated, you'll get as an output a JSON file with all the details. So we can see that you get the key vehicle make, its bounding boxes, and then the text, AMG, its bounding boxes, the company value name, the confidence for each one, so the company vehicle number, the confidence, and the bounding boxes for each of the types. And at the bottom, this is for the key value pairs. And for the table, you will get a table ID, the text, the header, which is date of maintenance, 2 values, then entries, the first date, the second date, and so far. So you'll get the table entries, a table header, and all the values and all the entries for that table as part of the extraction. So one option in Form Recognizer is you can start with no labeling. You bring 5 samples, and you can train a model and extract the data. If Form Recognizer extracts everything, like in this case, then you're good to go. You have all the data you need. You're good to go. But let's say it didn't extract everything. What do you do then? So what we're announcing today and we're adding to Form Recognizer is the ability to train with labels. So you can now provide 5 sample forms, label them to extract the values of interest. So you can say, I want to extract these values from these forms, train the model, and analyze. So again, for labeling, you need 5 sample forms to label to get started. And you have the ability to provide a continuous feedback loop. So to improve the model accuracy over time, you can add more label data. So you can start with 5. If that fits, you get high accuracy, and it fits your need, you're good to go. If you want, you can add a little bit more documents to improve the accuracy of the model until you're happy and satisfied with your model. And let's now see a demo how this works. So in this scenario, it comes with a sample UX, and this is a sample UX that enables you to label the forms. And we're going to start this time with credit card authorization forms. So I created here a project of credit card authorization forms. You put the sample documents on a blob. And the sample UX basically reads from your blob and writes to your blob. And you can see that immediately once the documents are available in the sample UX, they're already OCR'd. So you can see that all the data, all the text is highlighted. Even the text within the images is highlighted, and you can label it. So if you have logos that you want to label the vendor and stuff like that, you can also label that. So let's start labeling. Let's say we want to label the name, the cardholder name. We enter the tag for the cardholder name. Let's say we also want to label the state in this case and the credit card number. So I create my labels, and now I can label. I can go and mark, this is the name, and select that. This is the state, and select that. This is the credit card number, and select that. And continue in labeling the sample forms. Let's label another one. So OCRing it. OCRing it. Okay, and let's label the name, the state, the credit card. And we're not going to label all of them. I created a pre-labeled project for us. So in order to avoid the time of labeling, in general, I labeled already the name. You can see the name of the company that we want to give authorization to, the name of the card holder, the payment type. Notice that there's I labeled the signature, which is handwritten, the date, values without a specific key, for example, this one. And once you completed labeling, let's now train a model for this type. So we're going to run the train. And again, in this scenario, the UX is calling the form recognizer train API. The system is running on all the data and training a model specific for their data, specific for your data. Once it's complete, let's give it a little bit of time to run. And if not, we have the results pre-trained already. OK, it's completed running. Once it's complete, you'll see that you get the estimated accuracy for each value right now. So for name, it's 100%. And for the model, average accuracy is 98%. And note that in this scenario, when we train with labels, we can give an estimated accuracy for each value because we have the ground truth. You label the data, there is a ground truth. There is the ability to give an estimated accuracy. So when we train the model, we can give an estimated accuracy for each value and an estimated accuracy for the full model. So after we see this seems like a nice accuracy of a model, let's try it out. So we'll go and call and select a file that wasn't part of our training data. And this file was not part of our training data. And let's predict analyze it. What Form Recognizer is doing right now, it's sending this file to Form Recognizer with the model ID. And basically, it's analyzing the document. Let's see how good it did. So we can see that the name of the card holder is Jamie Gonzalez, the card number, the type, the card type, the city, the date, the email. And even if we look at the signature, Jamie Gonzalez as a signature was extracted. The zip code was extracted. So by training with a very small number of documents, we managed to extract quite complex forms that were never seen before. So the idea is Form Recognizer is fit and tailored to your data. You bring the form type, you bring the data, and you train a model that is customized for you and is available for you only. And with this, I would like to invite Aaron Reich, Global Lead of Emergent Technology from Avanade, to show how they're using the Form Recognizer custom in their solutions.
Hey, thanks so much, Netta. How's everybody doing? Good, good, good. My name is Aaron Reich. I am our Global Emerging Tech Lead for Avanade. That's our R&D function. If you're not familiar, Avanade is a joint venture between Accenture and Microsoft. And we've been really excited kind of working with Netta for the last couple of months on the Form Recognizer service. And what I want to do is just walk you through a little bit of why we see value and some of the things that we've done internally and some of the things that we're doing with our clients today. So we've been talking with our clients for a long time, and many of you are probably going through the same sort of transformation internally just around purely from a digitization process, but also a lot of just thinking from digital transformation. And as we think about sort of what makes up a modern workplace, paper has not gone away. There's just a ton of paper that is still being used, and there's a lot of valuable data that's in that paper, and you want to be able to utilize it in some form or fashion in various business processes. And so what we see sort of with Form Recognizer and when we've started looking at this is how we can actually use some of the new functionality that Netta talked about and be able to actually not have to spend a ton of time doing a lot of training, but to be able to take lots of different forms, be able to look at all the different data that's in those forms and be able to extract them. And so we've got a Form Recognizer service where we've actually incorporated this capability. What we ended up doing was one of the main pieces that we actually use a lot of paper is actually at sometimes events like these where we actually have people that have to fill disclosure forms and other types of marketing events. And we actually tested the service by pulling in that different data, being able to recognize it, and then being able to actually look at that from different leads that we had, either from a recruiting or from a sales process. And then the second thing that we did is actually be able to look at that from a service that we created that fits into some automation work that we've been doing. And so what I want to do is I'm going to talk through a quick demo here. So we've got one of the documents here that I'm uploading. This is the handwritten consent form. And just as Netta showed you, as it's being processed, what it's doing is it's actually reading that entire form and then pulling out the data. And so here's our consent form sort of on the left. It's got the different handwriting and the different pieces that are highlighted. And we've got 3 different areas on the right that you're looking at. The first was what kind of got pulled from Form Recognizer. The second is what we're doing from OCR, and that DEI, that's the asset that we've built that we utilize with our clients, where we're actually being able to take some of those labels and tie them together with the data that we're pulling off. Outside of just doing pure hand recognition, we also sort of have the ability to do it from different forms and tables. So this is being able to do the same thing and being able to actually pull that table data in, being able to process it. And what's really powerful about this is how you can actually start to tie it together to any intelligent automation service that's out there, to be able to look at any business process that you have, be able to tie those things together, be able to add in any of those add in any of that data to being able to help from a document reading perspective, tying it into any workflow that you have. And what we've significantly seen is a reduction in just the speed because of the way you're able to actually not have to do as much training and actually start to get value from some of those data that you've got within your forms. So thank you so much.
So what's new in Form Recognizer and what are we announcing today? So first of all, we're announcing TIFF support, the ability to add TIFF images and TIFF support. We're also announcing the ability to improve what you saw, the ability to label forms and improve a model with human input. So you can get started with no labeling, just 5 sample forms, try it out. If it gets everything that you need, you're good to go. If you want to improve the model, you can start labeling, or you can start labeling from the beginning. So you can label forms to improve the model and have a continuous feedback loop to improve. This enables us to now support tilted form. This also enables us now to support forms taken from photos. You can create your own model for passport, government IDs, where keys are not explicit on the forms. So there's a lot of new scenarios and abilities that the labeling feature provides us. Another thing that we have added to this release is our async and batch support. So the current release, the current public preview that's available is a sync API with an HTTP timeout. We added an async API, which is a new API that enables you to train a large data set and analyze a large document. You're no longer limited by the HTTP timeout. You can now train on a large amount of types as in single models. So you can now, in the unsupervised, have, without labeling, a big model for all your types together. You can train on large documents, and you can analyze large documents. The third thing we added are extraction enhancement. So we're currently using the latest and greatest OCR that enables you to extract all the handwritten, all the characters. And we also added all kinds of extraction improvements in our table extraction and key value pair validation. So the overall extraction of the models that you create in custom is much better. So we saw what custom can do and how you can train a model specific to your forms. Let's talk a little bit about what pre-built is. So the first model we released in pre-built is pre-built receipts. Pre-built receipts enable us to solve different business problems. First of all, expense reporting. All of us, when we come back from a trip, have receipts. You have the receipts that you get from the Starbucks, the receipts that you get from anything that you're parking, all the receipts you get while you're traveling. And now we usually manually put in the value, the total, stuff like that. Receipts enables us to digitize all the expense reports. Auditing usually on all these reports and all the expenses take about 5% or a certain percentage of what they audit. With the pre-built model of receipts, you can audit all your data. and customer behavior, consumer behavior. Let's see if we want to know what our consumers are doing. If we analyze the receipts, we could have that knowledge. So pre-built receipt is just one step. You bring your receipt, you call analyze. It's a pre-built model trained on millions of receipts from US sales receipts. It's off-the-shelf model. You don't need to do any training. You just send your receipt, and it will extract it and extract the keys like the total, the merchant, the time, the tips, and all different data from those receipts. And let's see a demo how this works. So let's go back to our intelligent kiosk, which is our demo of cognitive services. And let's select this time the receipt demo. And what this demo does, it sends this receipt, for example, to the form recognizer, and form recognizer extract the data. So it will extract, as you can see, the merchant, sugar factory. Although it's a logo, it extracted the merchant, the address, the date, the time, the subtotal, the tax, and the total. And in this case, there's no phone number, so it did not extract the phone number. Let's try a different one because this one is nice and straight. Let's try, whoops, sorry about that. Let's try a different receipt. Let's try this receipt, the same receipt, but taken from a different angle, different photo. And this time, again, it extracted the merchant, the address, the date, the time, the subtotal, the tax, and all the data. Let's try another one, which is a different receipt. And you can see that it extracts the merchant and the address, the phone number, the date, the time, the subtotal, the tax, and the total. So you can provide the form recognizer pre-built receipts, receipts that are crumpled, receipts that you take from different angles, different types of receipts, and will extract the data from the receipts. Note that in this case, you have one API to call, which is the analyze, send it the receipt image, and it will extract the data for you. And now I'd like to invite Ajoy, VP of Platform and Technology from Acumatica, to show how they're using the pre-built receipt model to improve their solutions. Thank you, Ajoy.
Thank you, Neda. Appreciate it. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me okay? All right, awesome. Great to be here. As Neda said, my name is Ajoy. I'm with Acumatica. Who is Acumatica? I'll just go through this build slide so you don't have to sit through it. We are a cloud ERP company. How many of you know what ERP is? Okay, quite a few of you. So this is the boring back office software, right? Financials, distribution, keeping the books straight, make sure everybody gets paid, you know, that type of thing. That's what we do. We've been in business for about 11 years now, built on the Microsoft platform. We have lots of stuff you can read, and great company to work with. We have a great engagement model with our customers in terms of how we license the product. We primarily target the mid-market customers, small and mid-market organizations, and that's where technology is important, because a lot of these organizations, you'll see two common things with these organizations. One, they're in a pretty fast, rapid growth situation, and second, they don't have a lot of technology folks in the organization, right? A lot of large development or a IT organization to support them. So that's why it's important we take any technology that's available out there, not just for the sake of technology being technology. Of course, I get excited about it and we start playing around with the shiny new blue object. But how do we apply that to some pragmatic use cases that solves real-world business problems? And that's what we've done with working with Microsoft on many different technology areas, and most recently on this form recognizer receipt pre-built. So Neda talked about the capturing the expense and so on. I mean, we have seen demos of this working well, and then you go try it in real world. It's like, yeah, good demo, but doesn't work. And that's why we put it to test. We said, hey, when I first met with Neda and team at the Build earlier this year, we started talking about some of the use cases that are relevant in the ERP context. And one of the ones, obviously, that we look at is what I call mundane tasks. There's no short supply of mundane tasks when it comes to ERP. Those are repetitive, lot of data entry errors and so on, and this whole custom form, the form recognizer is a good use. Particularly the receipt thing is of immense value to us, Acumatica, as well as our customers. So why expense? How many of you love doing expense report after a trip? Okay, there's a couple of you. I think they're offering free therapy later today. But I mean, all seriousness, right? I mean, it's just a painful thing to do, and there's not a lot of intelligence that's needed to get an expense report done. But we all go through. Trust me, I wait till the last minute. I'm sure my accounting team has my face on the wall, right, to just send me reminders, like end of the month, end of the quarter, to say, send me your reports in. And it's not a fun thing to do, and largely because the data capture aspect is very painful with all the receipts and so on, with all the regulations. And not only that, there's also pain on the other side when you put in wrong data that goes into the system, and that causes a lot of tension and pain for the finance team. So the solution that we were looking for is, hey, how can we automate the data entry, right? That's the first place where we're seeing a lot of friction. Second is, we don't want to create a new tool, a new scanning mechanism, and so on. Everybody's got the mobile phone. Everybody can take pictures. We all take a lot of pictures. Might as well use that as a capability. Second, what's the easy way to get the data from a picture that we have captured into Acumatica, right? And that's where, no surprise there, the form recognizer receipt pre-built comes into play. And then the last thing is not just capturing the data, but also applying some machine learning on top of it to even automate some of the further tasks. And I'll show you that in a demo. Because we don't want to just stop with extracting data, but then still having the users have to go through and fill in other information that are important from an accounting standpoint. So with that said, let me actually show you the product in a demo, and then we'll talk about a couple of other things we learned from the process. Okay. Just need a couple of seconds to get my mobile connected here. So bear with me. Oops. I did pray to the demo god, so that part is taken care of. We're using MobiZen to connect my mobile phone into the laptop. Nothing to do with AI. Maybe we need an AI in this case. If somebody's working on it, I'll buy your solution. Just going to get the connection in, put the two-factor authentication, and then we'll be in business, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's all you security IT people, two-factor. Who cares about that? I'm kidding, of course. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try it one more time. Maybe I should stop joking about IT folks. Okay. There we go. Something going on here. Any smart MobiZen users here? Can give me a tip or two other than, what's that? Works on a Mac. All right, who has a Mac that I can borrow now? All right, I'm going to try it one more time. Oh, there you go. That's better. That's better. Okay. See, PC works too. Just catches up. A little slow. All right, so we got this connected. That's good. That's a good step. Okay, I'm going to launch my Acumatica app. I'm going to sign in with my fingerprint here. So this is this app that we use, our customers use. We can expose a lot of the Acumatica functionality from within mobile. I'm going to go into this expense receipt here. I've got this expense receipt from Qdoba at the airport. Their receipt is as bigger than their burrito for some reason. I don't know why. It's pretty long. But we'll use this to show the example here. So I'm going to capture a picture. So as you can see, today in the application, you can do the manual data entry. You can attach the picture and so on. In addition to that, you can also take a photo. It's kind of similar to what Neda showed in her demo. But I'm going to take a picture of the receipt. Now it's actually capturing the receipt and sending the data over, getting this processed. And if it works, it's going to capture a lot of the core metadata, right? So in this case, capture the description, capture the amount. As you can see, there's a lag here. Let the MobiZen catch up here in a second. We saw this earlier. So as you can see on the demo, or the mobile screen, we've got the description and the amount. But in this case, given the positioning of the receipt, it didn't capture the date. So one of the things that we did when we were calling the API is also look for those critical data that we need from each of this receipt. And I can go in and select a particular item on the receipt. So now it's saying, hey, I'm recognizing these additional fields. Which one is the date that I should be using here? So I can go in and select. This is too small to see for me. So let me just go in and select that space. So it picked up the November 3rd, which is the date I flew into Orlando. So I'm going to go ahead and accept it. Okay. Once I accept it, it's going to take all the data, create the receipt automatically within Acumatica. Well, it gave me an error. I'll worry about that later on the date format. But you see that it captured the Qdoba Mexican Eats. It captured the amount information and so on. In addition to that, what we do is we actually take this information and we analyze what the vendor type is. Right? We're working with Microsoft on capturing the merchant information and so on. Automatically identify the account type, right? As an example. So the account type based on the expense that you've created, it could be meals, it could be travel, it could be accommodation, that type of thing. That type of thing. So we calculate that as part of the process as well. So that's where, again, if you look at the overall end-to-end, that's kind of the value that we've gotten with this expense receipt capture. Not only the ability to capture the data, but also analyze some of the data that's coming in and assigning them to the right account code. How many of you have data scientists and machine learning specialists in your team? Not a lot, right? There's only a few of you. I mean, we do have a team because we're working on a bunch of different use cases and scenarios, not just in expense, but in accounting and manufacturing and construction edition and so on. And in this particular case, right, and I'll switch back to the slide while I'm talking about this. Make sure I get the right switch. So one of the reasons I asked the question about you having data scientists and machine learning specialists is for the expense data capture piece, we don't need machine learning experts in our team. If you know how to call an API, I hope most of you do, or you have developers that know how to do it, then you're in business. You have essentially AI-enabled your application. And that's the power of solutions like pre-built receipts or even the custom forms recognizer. Now, that's the value for us. As you think about the benefits, I've talked about some of this already. It's about the data entry error. It's one thing for the user to create an error and catch an error. It's also the error capture from an accounting standpoint. When they get these expense receipts submitted, how can they track and get the quality of that expense submitted at a pretty high level as these come through. No new tools, we talk about that. And from an experience standpoint, we started the engagement at Build Conference. It was still in early preview, if I'm not mistaken. We were able to get it done in a pretty rapid fashion for the exact reason I said, which is like, hey, just call a couple of APIs and you're good to go. For us, the reason why we're excited about Form Recognizer is it gives us a foundation. We've started with the expense receipt. Now we're going to move into other document types, right? Working with Microsoft. Invoice, POs, business cards, and so on. Any place where we have scanned images coming into ERP, into Acumatica, we can use the Form Recognizer to build the data in. So we're excited on continuing with this process and appreciate the support we've gotten from Microsoft and Neda and our team. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ajoy. Thank you very much.
Back to you.
So let's discuss what's new and what are we updating in the pre-built receipts. So first of all, we're adding tips amounts. So now we can extract also the tip amounts if they're handwritten, if they're on the receipts. We can also extract tips amount. This is great for restaurants, for example, receipts. Confidence level. We're adding a confidence level per value that we extract. We're adding line items. So you saw that in the demo, we extract the total and the subtotal and the tax. We're also adding all the line items in the receipt. So you can now get and extract all the line items in that receipt. And we improve the accuracy and the ability to extract receipts. So we got some feedback from customers, and we improved the accuracy of the pre-built model. So now the accuracy is even higher. So let's see also, what you saw until now is how Form Recognizer, there are a lot of UXs and a lot of demos on top of Form Recognizer, an application and solution that customer built. Form Recognizer has an API, which is basically what we call every time we want to train or analyze. Give me 1 second to open the API. So Form Recognizer is a cognitive service API. And there is basically, you call the train API to train a model in the custom. And then you call the analyze API to analyze the form in the custom. Similar way, we said receipt is one step. So we call the analyze receipt API to analyze a receipt. The input for the API is the receipt. And the output is the JSON file that we extract. It's currently, Form Recognizer is currently, as you can see, available in various regions. And it's also available as a container if data need to remain on premise. It's available as containers so data can remain on premise. So Form Recognizer is part of the knowledge mining sessions. And this was the second session of knowledge mining for today. You're all welcome to the next session today to unlock deep understanding across all your contact with Azure AI. If you want to learn more about knowledge mining. And if you want resources, then first of all, Form Recognizer is currently in public preview. If you go to the AKMS Form Recognizer, there is a contact us form. It's a limited access private preview, so you need to get access. If you fill in the form, we'll provide you access. Please make sure to put your company email and subscription IDs so we can grant you access to the Form Recognizer service. Documentation, you can go to our documentation to learn more, to see how to get started, to learn how to call the APIs and do the quick starts, and the API that I just showed you. And if you have questions, you're welcome to contact us or contact me directly and get answers to your questions. Thank you.